And welcome back, everyone. Welcome. Welcome back to another week, the final edition of the Grand Platypus Open, number 100, the final GPO of the year of 2023. It has been a long year, and yeah, hope everyone has been enjoying themselves. Hope everyone has had a great 2023 here as we round it up. Let's go. As it looks like a pact has been made as we dive into our first matchup of the night, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of side Delta, we have the blue Zerg player from the land of Hong Kong representing his new team, Team Hyper 1. It is GogojOey. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the Indian Zerg player, the best player in all of India representing Matcherino Esports. It is Demi. And again, feliz año nuevo, papi. Again, we're almost at the end of year at 2024, a couple of days away, hours away even, and hope everyone has been having, again, a great time here. This is our second broadcast of the night. Earlier today, we did cover the final KSL of the year, the Korean StarCraft League, and now we are here with Grand Platypus Open. The best players from Oceania, Southeast Asia, facing off here on a bi-weekly basis, and we're going to be ending the night with a bit of a smaller event. Last week we did have the 99th edition of GPO, and we did end up having a best of 7 show match between Nice and Hon Mono. Here we have Nice, Demi, and GogojOey. Unfortunately, no Terran representation for this edition of GPO. It is Zergs and Protoss, and really we're making up for the lack of Zergs we had last week with 2 this week. And for now, we do have a hatch gas pool out of GogojOey. Meanwhile, Demi, oh my god, going for a gasless opener, by the way. He went hatch into gas, into spawning pool, so a very greedy opener. Demi, after luring GogojOey in, after saying no 12 pool, Bobby, he goes straight for one of the greediest openers you can go for in ZvZ. Wild. Este Demi, Bobby, este, ay. Shaking my head. So we'll see if he can get away with it. So we'll see if he is able to take advantage of GogojOey. For the time being, we do have the Overlord coming in. Does get eyes on the droning, on the saturation here at the natural base. Queens are just now on the way. Ling's just now in production as well. And GogojOey does have eyes on the third. He gets eyes on the third base. He's like, the hell? Again, you told me not to, you told me not to be cheesy, not to be aggressive, and you're being hyper cheesy or hyper greedy as a result. So GogojOey now realizes what's been going on. He's trying to punish this, and it looks like he may be able to catch a drone here. Drone is on the way, just barely morph into that gas geyser. We do save it, and so far Demi is holding. Meanwhile, GogojOey behind this, going into an Evo chamber. It looks like we want to go into Roach play as we have a Bailey Nest on the way from Demi. Hidden in the main is scouted. Big scout here from GogojOey. Does get eyes on the Bailey Nest, but GogojOey doesn't have a Bailey Nest of his own. He's going for a Ling Flood. +1 melee, question mark. Okay, there we go. This makes more sense. Carabase. So, this is going to be a really interesting dynamic. Demi is going for a Ling Flood with Bailings, of course, and he is going to be able to deny the third base. I feel like the third is a lost cause at this point. Meanwhile, GogojOey is going for 2-base Roach. It's going to be Roach Ling. I say 2-base Roach because no Bailing Nest, which means defending this third is going to be very difficult here for GogojOey. I don't know if he can pull this off just because Demi is so committed and he is flooding across the map. GogojOey moving out with his own Lings as well, but last he runs into a wave of Zerg, a wave of Lings, a wave of red. And Demi, he's going straight for that hatchery. Gonna be able to dance with these Lings, gonna be able to have a decent engage here as well. Oh, but we are buying time. 5 Roaches are on the way. Can we buy enough time for the Roaches? It looks like so far we do force Demi back, and we hold on to the third. I wasn't sure if we could, I'll be honest. I was a little bit afraid. because I was expecting Bailings. I was aware of the Bailings. They were not there. We have defensive Bailings, but offensively we had none. If we did, we could zone away all these Lings and we could have gotten a kill in this space. So Demi just a one step behind, unfortunately. That means that GogojOey, he gets away with his third base. Now he's getting into his push. Roaches, Lings, +1 carapace is on the way. GogojOey is droning, but this +1 carapace timing is going to be brutal here. It's going to be brutal for Demi to try to hold on. Again, I do think there was a big moment, a big opportunity for him, and I feel like that moment has come and gone for Demi. And now he's playing catch-up. Now Demi, he is behind in the drone counter. He is making nothing but roaches, though. It looks like he wants to be aggressive once again. He's just amassing roaches, maybe hoping that GogojOey is too greedy, and Joey is droning a bit much. Right now is a good time to stop, but he's got another 6 drones on the way, and here we go. We're moving out across the map. And Joey, what does he have at home to defend? The Lings are not back at home. Uh-oh. Yeah, he gives up on the third base, going straight for the natural instead. The Queen is going to get caught out. Oh, the Bailings! Bailings, they do crash. They do connect, but Carapace does actually soak a couple of those Bailing connections. Roaches are getting caught out. Really rough position here for GogojOey. Carapace is helping, but Demi, he is breaking through. There, catches a good chunk of roaches. 4 or 5 roaches go down. We're pushing up into the natural base. That's going to be a kill, not a cancel on the Spine Crawler. Lings are running out, but we still have a massive amount of roaches here for Demi. At the same time, though, he is losing his third. And the Spine Crawler is finishing. We have reinforcements on the way. GogojOey is holding. He is barely holding on. He doesn't lose any workers. Demi loses 4 and the third. And now Joey slips into the main base. Slips into said main, and he's in a lot of trouble. GG gets called. GogojOey will bounce back. We'll take game number 1. Whew. GG. GG, well played. That was a wild game. That was not a standard ZvZ whatsoever. There was a lot of twists, a lot of turns. There was definitely potential. I still stand by it. I do think there was potential for Demi if he had morphed in Bailings aggressively as soon as he was ready for it, as soon as he was pushing, and I do think that he would have been able to break that third, but alas, without any Bailings, he wasn't able to. He was forced back, and Joey was able to get away with roaches with +1 carapace, was able to snowball out of control as Demi was very all in. GG, and with that, as game 1 in the books, that is GogojOey taking a lead in this series. I just catch you in the chat. I'm not playing. Okay, we're good. I was almost in the player slot. Okay. We're good to go. Getting into game 2. Sorry, I was just catching him with the chat, and Joey was saying, "Oh, I missed our messy ZvZs." Demi said he thought that his defensive Bailings would be good enough. He thought that he would be able to defend that Ling counterattack with his Bailings. Again, +1 carapace did throw a wrench in the works. And here we go. Now we're getting into game numero 2. Number 2. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the blue Zerg player represent from the land of Hong Kong, the best player in all of Hong Kong, representing his new team, Team Hyper 1. It is GogojOey. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the Indian Zerg player, likewise also the best player in all of India, representing Majorito Esports, the Red Zerg. It is Demi. Rip Honmono, este Honmono, Bobby. It's okay, you know, he may not be here in our tournament, but I'm sure he's out there spending his time with his waifus, with his body pillows. I'm sure Honmono, he's enjoying his new year. He's enjoying it. For nada, Honmono. Shaking my head, shaking my head. But here we go. For now, we're just going to be getting into our games. We're going to be taking our natural bases. And Joey and Demi, good friends, Papi. No hard feelings. As we're going for a hatch gas pool. This time we have a standard opener out of Demi. Bear that in mind. Likewise, a standard opener out of GogojOey as well. Hatch gas pool all around. I bring this up just because if you remember, Demi did go for a giga fast third base, and it even threw GogojOey off as well in game number 1, but merely game 1. Here in game 2, things are calming down a little bit more. Buen día, papi lights. Buen día, papi, buen día. Todo bien por allá? Sí, todo bien, todo bien. Hace calor, papi. Here in the land of Australia, of course, we are deep in the summer, and it's been very hot. Also very stormy. Also very stormy these past couple of days. Again, you know, just one day we have like blazing heat, then the next day we got some humid storms, thunderstorms even. Yeah, it's beautiful. it's Australia. You know, kind of what we expect to be seeing here this time of year. But behind this, oh, Joey going for a very fast Evo chamber. We have a +1 melee Ling Flood on the way from GogojOey. Demi behind this, still getting into his own opener as well. Joey, he's looking for the third. I mean, sorry, I kind of glossed over it. I didn't notice either. Sorry. I'm just, my brain was on autopilot. I'm like, no, yeah, unnatural, natural. Yeah, that's normal. No. That's my bad, Papi, my bad. Yeah, I've just been casting too many ZVPs recently that it didn't click. It didn't click in the brain that this hatchery is not where it should be. Yeah. And Joey just realized that as well. So I'm a little bit perplexed as now Demi's going for his third base as well. And I'm concerned for Demi. The reason why I'm concerned is that this Ling Flood is going to hit like a truck, and Demi is going to be split in between his bases here. I'm really curious to see how he's going to be able to defend. I mean, Bailings are going to be on the way. That will help. Don't get me wrong. We'll see if it's going to be enough. See if it's going to be enough here. As yeah, we need a focus. As here we go, Lings are going to be floating across the map. We do have Roach Warden on the way as well. We're going to be skipping the Bailey Nest for the second time here for GogojOey, and we'll see if it is going to be enough. As Demi comes in for a scout, does get eyes on some of these Lings, and is going to get eyes on the reinforcements. There we go, does see the Ling Flood coming his way. Immediately, we have Bailings in production for Demi. And these Bailings, they're so precious right now. They're going to be keeping him alive. They're going to be make or break here for Demi. Things are flooding across the map. Bailings, they do waddle in. So far, Joey does pull back. Does see it. Does respect it. And here we go. Joey, he actually backs off, starts up +1 carapace, and he is droning. He sees the defensive position. He sees all the Bailings. He wants none of it. He's aware that he cannot break this, and yeah, will retreat. Joey will retreat. Demi does deflect the aggression, and now we can drone. Now we can just calm things down and saturate our bases. Saturate our bases here. A couple of Lings going to be dipping in just to get eyes on the saturation. We do confirm that, of course, Demi is droning. When the Demi is going into roaches. So we're going to be entering the Roach v Roach phase of ZvZ. One worker gets picked off. We get us almost a second. One worker does go down. +1 range on the way. It's going to be +1 range versus +1 carapace roaches here. So an interesting dynamic. Joey already building up his roach count. You can see him trying to bait out those Bailing connections. So far, Demi does react well enough. And Joey is droning. I was keeping an eye on him. I was trying to see if he would end up droning or just making nothing but roaches, but he is saturating. He's taking his gases. Should be +1 range after carapace. And the game is going to be settling from here. I'm just trying to get a read on when exactly players are going to be cutting workers. That's kind of a big part of ZvZ, and just Demi's setup is just so odd to me. it's just really throwing me up. He's going to be cutting workers at 47. Okay, so Joey has droned up heavily. Joey, he's droned up to 3 base saturation, 60 workers, over 10 workers compared to his opponent, and Demi's going all in. He's going for one big all in, hatch tech, by the way. No lair whatsoever. So one big hatch tech all in with lings, banelings, roaches. A spire is on the way for GogojOey. This is dangerous. Oh my god. Hopefully he doesn't save his resources for mutas, because otherwise it may just all end here and now. As Demi is pushing. At the same time, a ling counter-attacker, but Demi is in position, cleans up the lings. This time he does have enough to defend. Meanwhile, across the map, Demi is pushing and Joey is woefully underprepared. And Demi going straight for that hatchery. Spine Crawlers are in production. Wants to surround. It will collapse on this army. Gets on top of the roaches. Boys are being pulled. They have to be. We can afford to lose some drones. But are there just too many roaches as Demi? He's got 10, oh my god, over 10 workers compared to, 10 roaches compared to his opponents. We have the concave spine crawlers are finishing. The spines, they finish just in time. And it looks like Demi, he's running out of steam here. He's running out of roaches. He is going to be forced back, but he killed 24 drones. Oh my god. He has crippled the economy. Behind this, Demi was saturating his bases, taking his gases. Lair is finally on the way. Demi has done enough damage. The downside, though, Demi didn't scout. He doesn't know that mutas are going to be on the way. Demi is in the dark. He's going to be retreating. He's going to be getting into additional roach production. Still hasn't seen what's going on. And there it is. 4 mutas are on the way. Now, thankfully for Demi, because he killed so much of the economy, Joey actually doesn't really have many mutas to work with. He doesn't have a lot of minerals and gas in the bank. So he only has 5 mutas. That is enough for map control. Yes, that is not enough to really threaten these bases. We have queens. We have, there we go, Hydrogen on the way. Demi looking to be in a commanding position. He's got a good economy, a good base count. 4th base is on the way. Hydrogen is on the way. Everything is coming up Demi. Mutas have been revealed. Demi is aware. And what does Joey do from here? I mean, we can pick off a couple of overlords. We're getting a couple of workers. But we are still so far behind in that drone count. Here we go. Muta's going to be moving out. Rotating in between the bases. Spores are going to be burrowing. Demi going in for follow-up scouts. Really wise choice here. And with this follow-up scout, he's going to get eyes on the follow-up tech. Does get eyes on the Hydrogen and the infestation pit. So Joey, he wants to try to get into Hydrolurker Viper. That's going to be his win condition, which makes sense just because Joey is behind in the economy. So turtling up to lurkers would be, again, a solid plan for him. Meanwhile, Demi is not turning. He droned up to 3-base saturation. He's had better mining for longer, and he has cut workers early on, and he's getting ready for a push. Demi is about to max out. Demi is about to max. The mutas, they do slip in, but one muta already goes down. And now we can push. Now we are pushing. Lurker Den is on the way, but Demi should be able to hit before lurkers arrive. We gotta send it, Pop. We gotta send it. And there we go. Demi is gonna be pushing. Behind this, the mutas, they take down a gas geyser. They don't get much else. And again, all Demi has to focus on is this frontal assault. Now we do have a wall of spine crawlers. Looking at the army tab here, Demi, he's up 20 roaches compared to his opponent. Overlord's going to be going down. Demi can push in. Pushing up this ramp is going to be brutal, but he's going to rotate around instead. Pushing it towards that third. There are spine crawlers, but they should be focused down. They're Ravagers. Demi, he just sends roaches all the way into the main. Ignores the main army, gets into the main base. Drones are going to be going down. And he's going to be pulling GogojOey apart. We have 3 lurkers all the way, but they're exposed. No, the lurkers. Lurkers are going to be focused down. We do take a bounce to the face, but every single lurker gets denied. And we're going to be looking to force that ace match. The Spire has been sniped, and GG gets called. Demi fighting back, forcing game number 3. GG. GG, well played. Again, Demi, far more decisive here in this game. Wasn't the driver's seat. GogojOey was really bold, trying to rush into that Spire, to rush into mutas, and honestly, that did kill him. That did kill him in the end. was unaware that Demi had cut workers really early on at like around 40 drones, and GogojOey here droned up to 60, and again was taking his gases, taking up into Spire, was caught with his pants down, and just like that, we're going all the way to the ace match. Let's go. Let us go. And it'll all end on our next map, on Alkione. It all ends on a much larger map, actually. Longer rush distances by ground, a lot of bases to be taken. On the one hand, I want to say that this is going to be a map kind of primed for a longer game, but based on what we've seen so far, unlikely. Our players have been very aggressive, very in each other's faces. Let's see how this does go on. Here we go. Spawning in the top right hand corner of Alkione, we have the blue Zerg player representing Team Hyper 1 for the land of Hong Kong, being forced into that ace match. It is GogojOey. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the Indian Zerg player, the red Zerg representing Matcherino Esports. It is Demi. Fighting back in that last game, bringing us all the way to that ace match. And we'll see where we take this from here as Demi. Where are we going? Okay, so it has been, I don't want to say common, but we have seen a lot of Zerg players. Players like Dark, players like, I want to say Shin, a Laser as well. Do this. Rush into the goal base in ZvZ. Not just ZvZ, other matchups as well. And Demi is looking to do the same, so he's racing into that gold. And we'll see if GogojOey can scout this, we'll see if he can punish this. So, specifically in ZvZ, when a player takes this gold, usually it leads into an all-in. Usually, we rush into a fast Roach Warren, take our gases, and we use this gold base to just race into an all. I mean, it doesn't just have to be Roaches, it could just be a Ling Bane all-in as well. Lambo's done that before. And you just send it. Try to take advantage of this gold and try to stop your opponent before they can really keep up and catch up in their own economy as well. To leverage this advantage as best you can, as quickly as you can. So we'll see if Joey is able to get a read of what's going on and able to respond. Now, what is scary here for GogojOey is that this has not been a standard series. And even last game, oh, the boys are being pulled by the last day are not scattered. Even last game, remember, Demi did go for the unnatural natural. He skipped his natural base and went for the third as his natural. So he just has been very unorthodox. And because of that, he's still very difficult to read. And just because GogojOey scouts and just because he sees that the hatchery is missing doesn't mean that the goal base has been taken. Here we go, Joey's checking the triangular third, sees that nothing is here. Now he's going to be checking the linear third base. But the Lings will get eyes, there we go, on the gold. GogojOey, he sees, he's aware. Baliness is on the way immediately. GogojOey, he's going for Ling Bane. He's looking to try and punish this, try to snowball out of control. We need spine crawlers. We desperately will need a spine crawler here. Without it, we can defend, but it's going to be close. It's going to be very micro-intensive for Demi. There we go. Joey, he has mined out that mineral patch. Joey reinforcing with pure Ling. Ling speed, of course, on the way. Demi does have the better economy. Does have the better income for the timing. There it is. Bailey's are on the way, but it looks like Demi should be able to shut this down. Ooh, yeah, he does force a cancel. A big moment there for Demi. He does delay the aggression. I'm still not loving the lack of spine crawler here. Instead, we just have the one queen. We'll see if we can hold on as Joey. He's going to be overwhelming the Lings. Does clean them up, ignores them, goes straight for the kill, goes straight for the main base even. Banelings are soon to waddle in. Demi trying to defend with his own Banelings. Doesn't want to waste them. Oh. Oh, and it looks like he will shut down the Banelings. One gets in, but one Baneling is not enough to kill a Mineral Lion. At the same time, Lings in the main base, they're being cleaned up, they're being shut down, but the Queen falls! And the gold base has been broken. Demi, he committed a little bit too much to defending in the main base, and he exposes his gold. Every drone's going to be going down. He's being pulled apart. The Banelings, they're finishing just in time. We do waste one of them, but it looks like we should have enough here to shut this down. 8 workers fall. The Banelings are being targeted down as well. Demi will hold him to the hatchery, but he's completely all in at this point. He is all in. He needs to do some counter damage. GG gets called. He won't be able to, and GogojOey will take the series 2-1. GG. GG, well played. Oh. GogojOey, he will be able to successfully shut down that gold. Again, I do think that Demi was being a little bit greedy there, a little bit too cavalier with how he was approaching that. Unfortunately, he was. Remember how I was talking about the spine crawler? Demi just said in the in-game chat, he said he forgot the spine. I'm shaking my head. God damn it. So Demi just said he forgot the spine crawler. And of course, GogojOey did a great job of just pulling away the attention of those Lings and exposing that gold base the way that he did. Able to pick him apart. GG, well played. And with that, we are going to be getting ready for our next series. GogojOey advances on. Demi gets knocked down to the lower bracket. Oh boy, where he's going to be facing off against the loser of our next series. Up next, we have GogojOey versus Nice.